Hello, good people. Thank you for viewing again. Let's talk about what Kanye, his new name is Ye, I guess, called Trevor Noah. So, as you know, if you're following the foolish doing of these celebrities, um, Kanye West is feuding with his ex-wife, uh, boyfriend, who is also a star, Pete Davidson. So, Trevor Noah put in his 2 cents. And I don't really care about the whole celebrity garbage. But this is a point. He put in his 2 cents, and the response, he basically said, okay, stop harassing your wife, stop harassing Pete Davidson. Good, whatever. But then, what Kanye West did was quite remarkable. He called Trevor Noah a coon. All right, a coon. This is coming from Kanye West. Now, first off, he's right. If you're gonna if you use that word to mean someone who collaborates with the system, if you're saying this is a person who kind of collaborates with the system, then Kanye West is correct. In fact, I don't know if any of us remember there was an attempt by I guess some members of the pro-black community to cancel Trevor Noah because in the last South African election he did this hit piece against Julius Malema, comparing him, saying he's going to be, that he's genocidal, comparing him to a dictator. And this was right before the election. And it was obvious that it was a hit piece. It just came out of the blue. He did this hit piece against Julius Malema. And it upset a lot of people, a lot of pro blacks around the world. Say, okay, we're done with you. Now, I don't know how many people stuck to that promise. I mean, I did. Okay, that was the last time that I watched actually a Trevor Noah a Trevor Noah like video. All right, and the reason why people are not afraid of us is because they know we have short memories. Okay, now I'm going off the road. I want to get back to Kanye. They know we have short memories. So yeah, there was a lot of blacks who like Julius Malema, think he's fighting the good fight, and so they said, "We're done with you." Now, this is obviously you're doing propaganda for the status quo in your old country, South Africa, which is the status quo everywhere. It's the same status quo. It's the same people. It's the same system. So we said, you know what? We're done with you. But how many people, how many blacks who said that? Now this is what 2 years later, 3 years later. How many blacks still actually cancel him and say I'm done with him? I haven't watched a Trevor Noah video since then. So when I saw that, I said, okay, I'm done with you, and I'm done. I've never watched a single Trevor Noah video, but these guys get to, these guys are not afraid of us because we say stuff we're gonna do, and they know we're kind of flighty. They will say something one day, the next day, or they just lay low for a few minutes, a few months, a year or two, and we'll go back. You know, he just has to do a few videos bashing Trump, and then you're like, okay, you're all good. You just forget that he did propaganda against Julius Malema. Wow, I mean, this is a few days before the South African election, so he was definitely attempting to uh, poison the mind of South Africans, back home, because there's a lot of South Africans who admire how he came to the U.S. and now he's this big star. So this was his attempt to influence the election back home, okay, on behalf of the status quo. How many of us even remember? He now for years he's been hitting Trump up, and We're happy that he bashes Trump. He was bashing Trump, so we forgot that he's as someone says, a pig of the system. All right. So Kanye West just called him out. Okay, you're a coon. You're a collaborator. But here's the thing. So is Kanye. Pardon me. Yay. So is Kanye. Yay. Whatever. I lived in Africa almost 10 years, and I don't know if you all remember how he did some of his first factions, including the Confederate flag. So now in Africa, there's these guys who will just kind of duplicate your fashions. So this is basically the result of Kanye putting Confederate flags on his fashion. I know his jackets and a couple shirts. You had African kids on the continent walking around with Confederate flags. This is the nonsense of Kanye. All the transgressive stuff against the black community that he's done. Slavery was a choice. But now so here's a collaborator. He is a pig of the system, accusing another black man of being a pig of the system, of being a collaborator. He's rich. But we see that a lot. Okay. We believe that we can kind of collaborate with the system and it's okay. But then when somehow that turns against us, oh no, no, no. Then all of a sudden you're black, 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 black. Okay, now you're a black man and you want to preach, about this woman is taking your children and all that stuff. You thought you were part of the system, and now you're being shown that you're not. Even with all that money, you're a component. You're something that can be replaced. You're not an integral part of the system. I mean, and that's a mistake we make a lot. We really believe we're just, this. If we get in with the status quo or we get in with the system, we believe we're part of it. You're not part of it. You're just a puppet of it, and you can be replaced. Anyone can be replaced. You're not. You're not one of. So here we have another example of collaborators fighting each other. One collaborator angry because this guy is collaborating. No, both of you all are bringing us down. Both of you all work for the same system, and both of them should be condemned. All right. There's no reason for us now to get behind Kanye because what he is going through with his wife, ex-wife, whatever. He bought into that. Okay. He wanted in, so now he's in, and now the system is look like they're trying to push him out. All right, you get what you get. Do I need to continue this video? No, I don't. Talk to you later.